we're gonna shit on everyone.
What we fucking do? Come on! Come on! Fucking dog shit!
You don't own the team.
You sure about that?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, all right.
That text scared me today.
Chat. 1 second. I've never used Discord on this computer, so I just had to set a bunch of shit up. You care if I bring my people in?
What?
That was a real question.
Who are your people?
You got people?
Sam Marina. What, I just send him an invite link?
This is
You
bad.
have to give them permission.
Is this a hostile takeover?
It's not. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Fuck, man.
This is bad. This is bad already.
This is you're dragging.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Jerry, get numbers in here.
He's drunk.
That's my water. 1 second.
Numbers is our lawyer.
Do a deep dive on this guy real quick, San Marino.
It's two separate people, Jerry. It's Sam and Marina. It's not Sam Marino.
Yeah, I know Marina.
I know.
She's the Bruins fan.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
I know
I
Sam.
know she is.
Sam's good people too. Trustworthy.
All right, we're in a good spot then. This is good.
All
They wouldn't work for me if they weren't trustworthy.
Sold out of hats twice, Austin.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, we put low quantity things because we didn't think that you'd move stuff.
Okay.
And also,
Okay,
scarcity
save it. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Save it. Let's get your people in here, and then we can talk.
Right.
This is crazy.
Just tried to get off on the right foot. Sorry.
Also, no, I know I know the numbers, Jerry.
Fair.
Look, Mook looking like Harry Potter with those glasses.
It's a compliment.
The boy who lived. I guess we'll see after this meeting if that's true.
This is bad. Saying it now. This is bad.
You just keep saying this is bad, Jerry. We haven't even started talking yet.
No, just tell the vibe. I say we shut it down.
Chill.
Shut the whole bush down.
No, I say we just postpone the meeting.
I'm not gonna reschedule with you guys. You got me now or never.
Fair. We'll do it.
Hi, Sam.
How you doing?
Hey, this is like a horror film.
Ed's gonna quit and reopen 1 second.
He's gonna flip everything on us.
I mean,
guarantee it.
He's playing a mental game
I
right
guarantee.
now.
No, he's not. He's gonna flip everything on us.
No, he's trying to get us nervous, and it's working.
He's got some type of information that's not good.
You think he flipped someone on the inside?
Think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Marina hasn't said anything. I don't know. She might know some bad things.
Yeah, it works now. All right, you guys can start. We're good to go.
This is kind of your show now. I could do.
No, it's not. No, you guys start it as you guys will start it. Whatever you guys want to talk, we'll do it, and then we'll get into my stuff.
All right. Owners meeting February 12th, 4:57 Central, 5:57 Eastern. I'm here with Sas and Jerry, fellow 0% owners. We are also joined by ownership, 100% equity owner of the Telluride Bush, Austin. Hello.
Up, guys.
How
We
we
got 2 other
doing?
people too, Mook.
We
Yeah, we
are
got some
also
guests. We got some other guests as well.
we are also joined by
They'll see
Austin's
their blank Discord logos.
No,
bottom.
we're cleaner than that. We're not gonna just leave blank, empty space.
No,
on
we
the
want
show. They're not
it
gonna
to
see that.
be known that there are 6 people in this conversation right now, not
Yeah.
4.
There could be more behind those screens too. There might be a
Oh,
team.
there is. Well, we know
This-
Spider's in the room. So
Yeah.
make it 7.
Spider's not in there.
This might not even be Marina or Sam.
No, I don't think it is.
I'll tell you right now, it's actually Dave and Big Cat.
Oh God.
No,
Jesus Christ.
no, it's not.
I knew something was up.
I'm fucking around. Where am
Thank
I?
God.
Who knows?
Now I'm scared.
Well, we know it's Sam because I know Sam and I heard his voice. Unless Dave is just an incredible impressionist.
Yeah.
Top
There's no.
tier.
He actually has one impression in his bag, and it's the guy who works for him that works for him. He remembers his name like 1 out of every 10 times, but he can do his voice spot on. Who's that guy? Sean? Who that works for us? It's Sam, Dave.
Meanwhile, Sam's cranking 24 hours a day on pizza reviews.
Sam's the best. Sam's the best. He doesn't do pizza reviews, but Sam's the best.
That's you, boss. Okay.
Actually,
Owners meeting.
Sam has something. I mean, this is already gonna have played by the time that people are talking about this, so I could show it. Sam made an intro for the Bush.
Oh, very
Oh.
nice.
Wow.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. The $1 million team, $1 million
Oh, we're gonna shit on everyone.
God damn.
Oh my god, that was sick.
What we fucking do? Come on!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
You don't own the team.
You sure about that?
This is fire. Shit. Okay. Maybe he's not knob.
No, definitely not enough. No.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Not an op.
Are you doing the classic sweeten them up before you fatten them up before you kill them, or what?
I don't think I need to do the sweeten up part. I think I could just kill you guys if I wanted to. But that was just, I had an idea. Sam went on it, and I mean, he did that in like less than a day. It came out well, I thought.
It's sick.
awesome.
I love it.
That's
Thank you,
incredible.
Sam. Yeah, it's been we're all on edge here. We're all on edge a little bit. I mean,
I'm not on edge.
I'm on edge, I'll say.
I
we're-
was. There
I'm
was
not on
portion of
edge
last-
either. I don't know if something happened with Mook and Jerry that I don't know. They're like,
know. I don't
"He-
know.
it's over. He knows everything. What does he know?
I don't know. I don't know what he knows.
I'll
That's the
say there
problem.
have been some times. There have been some times over the last 2 weeks that I was really on edge. There was a couple times where I'm like, I was going to shut the bush down. But I'm not on edge right now. I'm fine.
So what?
Wait,
so
wait,
why?
wait,
why?
wait, wait,
why
wait,
would
wait,
you
wait,
We'll
shut
get
it
into
down?
it. We'll get into all that. You guys do
See,
your
this is
stuff
what I'm
first.
saying. I told you guys we should have postponed this shit.
what would be the
I don't think
difference,
we have
Jerry?
anything to get into either. We're here. We're ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mook,
You,
we gotta
I
hear it.
don't know if
Mook,
you guys
start
want to
the
do.
numbers.
Yeah, Mook,
Start
start
the
your
numbers.
shit.
You want the numbers?
Run
Well,
the numbers.
Just the major one. Let's do a major one recap.
I
That's what we're
told
here for.
I told Austin I had numbers. He said, "Don't worry, I got the numbers." So
I got
I mean,
numbers, and I got the numbers you got, and I got numbers that you don't got.
Oh god.
Interesting. Interesting.
s-
So let's
okay.
hear your numbers. So then you go with the
Well,
numbers.
we will get to my numbers. You guys do your numbers first. You guys do your major one recap. You know the things that you want to say, and then I'll get into my stuff.
this is a death sentence. This is
I'm
a,
gonna
not
let
a
it play
death
out.
sentence.
Listen, I'm gonna
It's
let
not
this
a
play out.
death sentence.
This is dead. I'm telling you, this is dead. Go ahead, Mook.
this is on me now. All right. I mean, I put together a little spreadsheet and I sent it to
All right.
Austin. He didn't want it. He already has his own numbers made up. These are the numbers that I think are good. We went to major one. We developed a content plan. We developed a budget. We got it approved by Austin. As far as the content plan goes, we guaranteed 6 videos on YouTube and 4 streams. We delivered on those metrics. 6 videos, 4 streams. Along with that, we also delivered 58 shorts across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and a little bit less or more on Twitter. As far as social numbers go, 20 million impressions on Twitter from January 17th until now. Or January 27th, sorry. That was the first day we got in Dallas, Texas. 20 million Twitter impressions. I think that's pretty good.
Definitely.
I'll keep going. 2.65 million Instagram views. Another 2 million on TikTok. The big one, YouTube. Over 1.3 million views on YouTube from January 27th through today, which the date I believe was February 14th. So we're counting all of the behind the bush numbers as well. That's over 200,000 hours of watch time, 7.1 million YouTube impressions. The number that I like the most is the new viewers. It's a metric that highlights people that watched our channel for the first time. 60,000 new viewers in the past 2 weeks, which I think is pretty cool. Overall, one more, watch parties. Our watch party numbers combined, YouTube and Twitch, over 340,000 views, 136,000 hours of watch time, with our peak concurrence at 11.4K just on YouTube, another 3K on Twitch, and our average concurrence sitting at 5K. So overall, I mean, that's just a lot of me rattling off numbers. I don't think the numbers tell the full story. I think the motion on Twitter, I think the engagement on Twitter, tells the main story, but those are the metrics.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'd have to agree that those are
So
are
you're gonna,
solid.
you guys are both gonna agree that those are the numbers.
Those are the numbers. I got them pulled up right in front of me, and I'm
Got it.
confirming.
Why do I feel like I just bombed?
No, you killed
No,
it. I'm
you-
waiting
I
I'm
didn't know if
waiting
you had
on the
anything else
extra
that-
numbers now.
I didn't know if there was anything else that you
I-
guys
I-
wanted to.
I mean, I would say no. I would say put the numbers aside, like throw the numbers out the window. If I was to grade the expectation that I feel like all of us had going into Major One, I think we exceeded expectations. If
Give
I'm
yourself a
being
letter.
quite
Each
frank.
of you go around and give yourself a letter grade for Major One. Everything considered.
A minus.
I'm gonna go A. Only reason I'm not giving it the plus is because we came in second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go B+. Based off of we didn't get to the budget. It was our first major. I think we were a little less organized than we could have been. We were still pretty organized for what I thought it was. Total impressions were 31 million. Budget wise,
Are we saying the budget? Is that allowed, Austin, or you'd rather not?
Yeah. Say the number.
Okay.
Budget-
We'll say the number.
so the budget's all over the place. But the budget that hit Barstool for Airbnb and flights, when flights were fucked, was 9K. Add in the 2K
It was-
from TJ Haley.
It was 10K. We went under budget. You have to say that because we did go under budget.
Our total budget, Austin set his limit at 20. I think we met at 15 was what we thought we were going to do. So we actually did around
20 included. 20 included the what? 4 from Twitch and 2 from TJ, and then the whatever 2 from
Correct.
what winnings, or it was less than 2, whatever we won for winnings.
Yeah.
Yes. So our budget was we spent under budget, 13K.
Yeah.
Not bad. Pretty
No, not
solid to
bad.
me. I mean, how many guys? We had like 15 guys staying at the Airbnb at one point.
Yeah, I spent
Made it all happen.
3,600 pretty much on food and essentials.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, I just got
just a
banged for
bang job.
banged
Yeah,
for
it was a bang
Pelican
job.
cases and fucking medicine for the team.
We got big boys.
Yeah.
We
So,
didn't
I mean-
factor in the medicine to the
Sa-
to the budget.
And then
Yeah, medicine was ridiculous.
Sass's weed budget. I mean, he
I was about to say,
smoked
does
up the
weed
whole
count as?
team.
Are you just calling weed medicine? Is that what this is?
Oh, no, I meant everyone got sick.
Yeah, the whole team was sick.
Yeah.
We had a pharmacy running out of the
Now-
Airbnb.
Are we counting the fact in the budget that Major One got Zach sick, which in turn almost took down PMT for Super Bowl week?
No, we're not talking what ifs here.
Yeah.
No, that's
I'm
bullshit.
I just said, like, listen, in that case, you guys would have never been able to get out of the red in that situation. If PMT went out of commission for Super Bowl week, Bush
I
would have
mean,
been shut down.
that's-
All 3 of you might have been fired. We never get that money back.
We
Yeah.
can't spread. We can't stop the sicknesses from spreading. But
Yeah.
luckily we're talking what ifs here. Zach made a miraculous recovery, and
I mean, I'll talk about not what ifs. I'll talk about what happened. I was back and forth in the hospital with the kids, so that's what I was dealing with after Major One.
exactly.
I'll make sure to put that in the report.
Nicky Numbers knows
that's
nothing
another-
about that.
No,
Nothing.
that's
about
another hospital bill that's gonna hit.
Yep.
I ain't paying.
Are
that
you
shit,
asking? Are you asking us to pay for that, Jerry?
though. No. I'm just saying. We didn't. I definitely do feel like upset that Zach was pretty much out of commission for Super Bowl week. I definitely feel that, and I feel for him, and it's just tough. It's hard to stop a sickness from spreading.
You know that better than anyone, Jerry.
That's true.
This time the Chinese didn't start it. Then.
Yeah, no. Byron started.
No, the Saudis started it.
Yeah.
I think in summary, Austin, in short summary, we delivered on social output, we delivered on content plan, we delivered on budget, and it was a massive success in my eyes.
Did you deliver?
What did we not deliver? Because we
All right,
lost.
let's get into it. First of all, let me just say, like, this would have happened regardless if you were Bush or not. Like, this is just like a standard. You approve a budget for something. look at the content, the numbers, fan engagement, see how it goes, sit down, just have a post-mortem. This is just the happens that the way that you
Post-mortem?
guys do. That's just the term here. That's not. I mean, I guess we'll see how you guys feel at the end of this thing if you'd rather be dead, but that's just the term that I was using here. This just so happens that it's public because this is how you guys do everything, but this would have happened regardless. So, like, there's probably a lot of stuff that I'm gonna get to. This might just end up being pretty long and boring, but everything's content here apparently. So, I guess we'll see if this gets contentious.
Well, we can trim it down too if we need.
Yeah, we can cut all the negative stuff if we get to it. We'll just do. So I guess let's start with the good. I think Major One. You don't want to start with the good, Jerry?
Start with the bad.
No, start with the good. Definitely start with the good.
I think
we got to ease the nerves here a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's
you guys are gonna need me to start with the good. I'm telling you. Okay. I think another successful streaming weekend. It felt that current fans engaged, interested in what's happening, happy with the content put out. Jerry in the pit, I know Sas said this a little bit, and it was the same sort of thing when you guys are doing Warlords. Something that I saw of like what this could be is like Jerry doing gambling stream type reactions around a bunch of fat people in a I didn't know it was going to be a hotel conference room. I thought it was going to be an arena, but regardless, same thing. Like this is easy. That was like the one thing that Maine posted, did well there. Like that was something that outside of video games, outside of anything, you don't have to really know what's going on. You just see a Jersey Jerry screaming at some guys at a computer thing. Translates beyond all of that. Also, the beginning of him starting to stream. If there's one thing that I think Bush could really do that's impactful to this company is getting Jersey Jerry to work, which has been a struggle for how long have you been here for, Jerry?
About 5 years now.
Yeah, so it's been a struggle for about 5 years, is finding something that he's interested enough to do, because I think Rowan and Francis said it recently. There's a big disparity between like internal view of Jerry and external view of Jerry. Internally, we view him as like one of the more entertaining people that we have. Externally, some people aren't very happy with Jerry and think he's lazy, which is true. But like he's one of the more talented people that we have, and like getting him engaged and doing stuff. If the only thing that comes out of Bush is Jerry becomes like a massive Twitch streamer, that's honestly a win. I think also something that was a real big positive, you've shown without a shadow of doubt to the players, not only to our team, but like everyone, like what Bush is. Like this is something that I've been saying from the beginning, from why I thought that we could be much more harsh in negotiations in terms of splits and buyouts and all that stuff. Like we bring something that no other organization can bring to a players in challengers, and honestly, a lot of the pros. Like we're going to have our pick of the litter regardless of when, I mean, I know they're staying right now, but regardless of when or if these people leave, and especially if they buy in, I think every player on our team and in the league is fully aware of like, you play for Bush, your personal exposure and personal brand is bigger than if it was with any other challengers team, and maybe Optic or FaZe, and that's about it. Like that's the full list. So I think that was definitely, and you've obviously seen it by the players this week and how much they're actually now engaged in doing stuff. And part of it is, being in person and being around it, and also, how much more Major One was. I think that's one of the stronger things. I don't think we are ever going to be worried about fielding a strong team, but I think definitely after this weekend, people are going to be knocking down to play for Bush forever.
Definitely.
So that's positive. That's the positives, I'd say, from the weekend.
I'd agree, Austin.
That's all the positives?
Yeah. Well, you want more Glaze? It's been a
crazy.
It has been a.
There better be one negative. If that's the positives.
There's a lot. There's a lot of negatives. There's been a 2-week Glazefest of Bush. I've accumulated my data.
You got Jerry turned into Frank the Tank down there. He's chewing on his fucking glasses.
It has been. I've sat back and watched everyone glaze Bush, and it's the best thing ever, and it's this, and it's that, and I agree with a lot of what's been said. But I have accumulated my data and my points of contention and the things that I was not happy with. Okay. And I've sat and I have waited, and this is where we're going to talk about that. This is first of all, I'd say probably right now I have a pretty good standing with the Bush fan. I don't know if I'm gonna after this, but this is business at the end of the day. And I'm gonna start by saying you guys are probably not gonna like what I have to say, as I can tell already. I get that. There's probably going to be some harsh truth here, some tough love. You're probably going to explain away a lot of what I have to criticize, rationalize it to myself, your fans. I want you to know this comes from a place of like, I believe in what this thing can be, right? This is not
Right.
me just being mean or critical for the purpose of being critical. This is, I want to be able to help guide and motivate you guys to take it to the place that we all know this can be. All right.
Okay.
So like, although some of the stuff may sound like brutal and, I want you to listen to like the full explanation of what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. And two, just understand, this is just business. Like it's all of our livings. Obviously, Jerry and I have a personal relationship. Mook and I somewhat. Sass, I'm not even sure that we'd say hi on the street if we saw each other. But this is just all our jobs at the end of the day.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll start with, this is like a more like 5,000 foot view of this, but like the most successful brands here are brands. Like they aren't just like shows. Like they don't come in, record once or twice a week, and that's it. Like, everyone hears the same names again: PMT, Chicklets, Chicks in the Office, Brie when she started, all that stuff.
Son of a boy,
Like-
dad, etc.
We'll get to that too. He's part in there. Like they aren't just shows. Like PMT puts out 10 hours of podcasts a week, and that's maybe half their total content. Like PMTV vlogs, golf videos, side quests, gambling streams, video game streams, social, whatever. Like they're around each other all day, every day. They travel together, outside pods, storylines. Like people are invested past the point of two guys doing a sports podcast together. It's their own world, side characters. Same with Chicklets, Sandbaggers, college hockey stuff, all over. Chicks, Brie. She didn't even really have a show when she started. It was just Brie. This is why, and what Sas just kind of mentioned, and Ronan Francis have talked about this, so I don't really feel like I'm exposing anything. But when they were talking about like how do we improve Son of a Boy Dad and our standing at the company, and it was suggested do something like a Grit Week, which turned into Fish Week.
Yeah.
It stopped being more of like a twice weekly show, transitioned to like a more brand thing. First class list, people talking about it, outside things, other shows, video game streams, steak offs, all these things that invest in you as people outside of just we come in, record, do it. And I say this because the reason Bush I thought was so smart from the beginning and why it had so much potential from its inception is it was never just a show. Like it was immediately from the start a brand. It was not here three guys who are going to talk about video games. It was here's three guys who are going to build an esports team. So like by the nature of what that concept was, it was immediately more than a show, which is why from the beginning I was like, this can be something. And it's why I think fans are so bought in. It's like there's why it's so real traction, why it's so sticky, why there's great retention. It's like it's a good medium to have stuff sold because it keeps people's attention constantly. It's not just a once a week meeting. People 24/7 are invested and want to know about the Bush. That's still kind of a positive. Where
I feel like that could have gone into the positive.
I think that
pile.
was a
But
positive.
It was a little bit of a preamble of like why I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
happy.
I'm ready for the. Just cut the throats off. Just cut our throats
Yeah,
out already.
give
Just
it
get
to
it
us.
over
But
with.
also,
Well-
just to
Yeah.
get a little explanation behind that, you would like us to do more things. You're saying?
No, I haven't even really got to the points of that. I'm saying what's
Okay.
working so far with the Bush and why I think that it's working.
Okay.
Also from a business perspective, like what made it so appealing is like we got all this stuff essentially at zero cost. Like to start this, Barstool, Bush was 2.5 employees starting a video team on their free. Sass was half an employee when he started.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which you guys would do this in your free time, and you would incur 100% of the cost, and we get 100% of the benefit. I said something in the first owners meeting that ended up getting cut about what was a better deal than. We're not going to go back into that one. But of course, that was an awesome deal for us. Like I actually got thrust into it because Jerry tried to scam Dave, whatever. But immediately I was like, okay, there's something here. And even if it doesn't, it wasn't going to hurt us at all because you were doing it on your free time and you guys are paying for everything. What Bush quickly became was now 3 employees with Sass getting paid who were starting to neglect things that we actually paid them to do, with Barstow incurring 100% of the cost. So we go from 2.5 employees, free time, no cost to us, 3 full-time employees who are sometimes somewhat ignoring the things that we're actually paying them to do, which was where the problem started coming. That's where the Big Cat and Roan stuff came in a little bit. Roan was obviously fucking with Sass a little bit. I think people didn't really understand that. But a lot of what Big Cat had to say came from conversations that me and him have been having. So people called him a hater and jealous and whatever, but he was honestly kind of just regurgitating the things that I had been saying to him. So you guys can just blame me for that, really. Bush is not something right now that is enough value that, Mook can quit Anus and stop doing Mook Can't Sleep, and Sas can full-time neglect son of a boy dad, and Jerry doesn't really work, but when he does work, the things that he works on are important. Like, he can't just stop doing those things and not going on gambling streams and focused on advisors and PFFs and all that stuff. It would be one thing if you guys are putting more time and energy and effort into Bush and there was like a huge market difference. Honestly, I didn't feel like there really was. Like, obviously there was bigger numbers and stuff through there. I think some of it was from an effort thing, but I think a lot of it was really just, it's a much bigger event. Obviously the in-person aspect of things makes it a little bit bigger. I didn't think that had to do with specifically the effort things, which we'll get into a little bit. Like, I talked a little bit about the best thing about Barstool. Those best things are brands, but like they also have talent and producers who like live this shit. And like, I know you're gonna say like, we love Bush, all we care about is Bush, we think about it all the time, all energy's going into it. I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit on that. Like, I think sitting on a stream for 12 hours or playing video games is not really like effort. Like, it's easy. Like, the stuff that's going to take Bush to the next level is the stuff that's like not fun to do. It's making pitch decks, it's doing all this other extra work and shit that it's like, this is gonna suck, and like it's not as fun as being in front of Twitch streamers and doing all that. It's actual like annoying work that no one actually wants to do, but it has to get done. And I don't know exactly how to say this without sounding the really, really mean, but I think the harsh reality is I do not think you three are the right people fully to take Bush where it needs to go. That's gonna sound really mean and harsh, and maybe gonna be mad and disagree.
What?
But hear me out, Jerry. All right, the Bush needed you three to get to where it is, and it also definitely needs you three to go where it needs to go. But if it's just you three and what you guys are putting in currently, it's going to stagnate and die out. Like, I feel like you guys need an adult in a room. How you guys do that, what you figured out, whether one of you becomes the adult in a room is a different story. But if it's just the three of you, I don't think long term Bush is going to become what it should be and what it needs to be.
We got you.
No, you don't have me, Jerry. The fact that I'm here right now
What?
is just because I'm friends with you guys, really, and I was kind of thrust into this. This is not my job in any sense of any capacity. Like, I've given you advice and doing stuff because I like Bush and I like you guys, but this is not like, I can't be doing this for every brand that we have here. I'd have no time. I've got a million other things to be doing.
I got a couple things. So the stuff about people like missing people not doing stuff that they're supposed to be doing. Are there any actual examples of that, or is that I just keep on hearing that people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing and they're focusing on the Bush? But from what I've gathered, everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and the Bush is a secondary thing for pretty much all of us.
If that's going to be that can be probably an offline conversation, but I've had those conversations. Yes.
I mean, I know you guys have had the conversations because I hear about them every single day, but
Yeah.
I'm telling, like, there's no, like, I'm not missing anything. Mook's definitely not missing anything. Jerry's not missing anything. Like, the only thing I can think of is the Jerry going up and down from the streams, but that hasn't happened in months and isn't going to happen for months.
But those are microcosms of things. There have been more examples than that, but that's a microcosm of where Bush can't go right now. Like, that's not, and then, like, there has to be, like, when we say you got to put more effort into Bush and into other stuff, it cannot be at the expense of other stuff until it becomes a viable thing in which we're like, okay, now we're weighing two things against each other, valuable brand, where do we want to spend our time? All right, maybe take a little bit more time from here and there. That's not like this is an epidemic right now problem of like, you guys have all stopped doing everything that you're supposed to be doing in other capacity. This is a long-term, if it's not at that point, we definitely can't be doing that. But right now, we definitely can't be doing that.
My other thing is the adult in the room thing. I think Mook is getting a little bit of a bad rap here. I think Mook is putting in more effort, not even just like with the streaming stuff, like in terms of like the back end, like, and honestly, like Mook has been doing so much, but I think we all have. Like, I've emailed advertisers personally. I know Jerry and Mook both have too. Like, we're doing shit to try to get this off the ground, but I mean, if the sales team's not going to pick up their phones and make a call, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, we're all busting our ass behind the scenes. I know we're not like front-facing, personality-wise. Like, people are going to be like, "Oh, these guys got it together," but we are putting hours in, not on camera,
but like,
not
who
on
had to tell you guys to make a deck? Like, that to me is like the number easy. Like, what do you
make
like?
a
That's
deck?
the number one. Yeah. What was what's
Like, I'm
you gotta
fine if we
understand-
have to do that, but it's like I don't know a single employee here that's ever had to do that before.
I don't want to hear like whataboutism really here. I don't want to hear like these people don't have to do that, these people don't have to do this, whatever. Like this is about like personal motivation. Like if you want something to succeed, you have to do absolutely everything in your power to personally do that. No one understands the Bush as well as you three people. You are giving spark notes to salespeople to try to tell the story of the Bush to an advertiser who doesn't understand what the Bush is. You're 3 levels of separation here. No one knows it as well as you three people. You should be doing everything in order to be saying, here's all the stuff that it can be, here's what it is, here's all the advantages, because no one knows that like you guys. You're relying on the salespeople who don't understand anything about the scene, anything about the product, anything there, who have a generalized understanding based on a Spark Notes version you guys do, to then relay it to an advertiser who's got no fucking clue what's going on.
So
I mean, I
awesome.
get that. Like, I get like maybe the advertise. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't think that the advertising team is trying to understand it, because we've sent them and we've had dozens of meetings with them breaking down. Like, we had meetings in like September with the sales team being like, this is what's going to happen at Major One. The watch party is going to do really well. The jerseys, sell something on the jerseys. Put anything on the jerseys. We're going to put out behind the Bush. Sell behind, like, we had that meeting 6 months ago and they didn't do anything.
And we followed up, and I've sent multiple content plans, multiple talks in person with these
Yeah,
people.
content plans with like graphics in them, like well-made shit, like not just like a write-up of what the plan is. So it's like, I don't know if there's like a miscommunication going from like maybe we were ahead of ourselves talking about it that early on, but like we've told them everything.
Austin,
And at a certain point, it's like, I don't know what else we can say without if they got to just sit down and try to think about it. Like, they're not 3 years old. They understand how the internet works. It's not the video games that we're selling. It's the content behind it, which is so easy to sell. In my opinion.
I was gonna ask for the Bush to go to that next level you're talking about and the adult in the room, is that because you see the Bush only getting massive if we are out of challengers and in the CDL?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It's more just there's a lot of, and we'll get to some other stuff of it, but there's a lot of things that I think specifically you guys can be doing to do that. And I feel like some of the stuff was even things that I said in the last stuff that just never got enacted from it, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
If I can't be the one babysitting for it, I feel like that's what I'm saying. It's got to be one of you guys.
Okay.
I would also I would like to discuss the anus Mook can't sleep thing off cam. That's complete. That's a complete whiff of a thing for me, in my opinion.
That's fine. What was it? What were you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, took some.
So are you saying like we need like we need a businessman like to help us? You're saying,
I just think
guy that has ideas, like an ideas guy.
I just don't think like you guys aren't the most confrontational people, which we know that really, but it's like I think the aggressiveness of what this is like on top of not only the sales team, like the social people with promotion and like all this shit, like it's almost like a bulldog in the room sort of thing of like someone who has the 1,000-foot view and is like aggressively on these people. Because like even if you feel that you've been aggressive with sales, from the things that I've heard, it's not even close to the aggressiveness of like the actual successful brands here. It's like they should honestly want to block your phone number and deal with this sort of shit from like our sales people only have a finite amount of time. And it's like, all right, well, we can sit here trying to sell, I'm not going to say how expensive our ads are on like Bush, or we can close 10-figure deals with Netflix, that it's going to take our entire sales team to deal with. So It's like, that's the sort of thing where there's going to be a time balance with them. So it's like no one is going to be a bigger advocate for Bush than the people inside of Bush. Like, as much as you want the salespeople to be that people, they're not going to be that people, because at the end of the day, they have to weigh up the same thing that we're talking about with you guys weighing up the content that you're doing now. They have to weigh up, all right, we can spend our time on selling more Part of My Take stuff that's going to make, 30x what a Bush ad would, or we can go try to get this off the ground here. So that's why I'm saying it's got to be you guys, because no one until it gets big enough is going to advocate as hard as you, and no one knows it as well as you guys do.
Got it.
So from the major one perspective, like, 12-hour live stream of Cup, great. 10-minute vlog on it, cool. Like, release some clips. To me, like that, I don't see that as like the effort here. Like, it doesn't really do a ton for like growing the brand. I think it's appealing to the same group of people who have been involved in those things. The same people that are already following the socials, doing that stuff is not a ton of growth. Um, if you do these live streams and just let them be, they're just existing as VODs. I think Bush is going to peter out. Like, there's got to be the clips going from all the different socials and all the different things, pushing it from every social, especially with Jerry starting to stream now, those things clipped out, pushed there. Like, during Major One, there was a few times where we almost got like angry boss Austin there. I texted Jerry on one of them. First one obviously was the free ad thing. Bush has $0 of ad commitments right now. We paid, whatever, $15K to fly you out, and we ran a 12-hour.
We can admit that was a problem.
Yeah,
I was. We're willing to come to agreement on that.
I was not happy about that in the slightest. It was because it was the first thing too. It was the first
We weren't
thing
happy. We didn't know that was going to happen.
We were having a
All
full-blown
capital
panic
letters.
attack.
All capital letters, title. Jerry goes, "What are you talking about? We're not even promoting it." I screenshotted the title of the video and sent it to him. He's like, "Oh fuck."
The only thing I'll say about this, and look, we got to be more aggressive on sales, whatever. They knew that stream was happening. They knew the pre-land stream was happening. We were told to bring our own sponsors. We were asked if we wanted to even co-host it and bring our own sponsors. Nothing came of it. But you are right. The title shouldn't have been there. We probably shouldn't have streamed it.
Yeah, the promo code Bush that people were spam. I looked at the chat, people were spamming it, talking about how much they couldn't wait to get like that. We might have done so much. Maybe they'll come and advertise us now. Who knows? Yeah. That was the first one. I wasn't super angry about that, but that was just like a first thing that I saw. I was like, we just signed the checks on these things. I just put my neck on the line, and this is the first thing that I was there. And I was like, I really hope Dave doesn't see this, man. The next one that did genuinely piss me off was it felt like how little you advocated for yourself. Like, obviously Jerry ended up handling it. I texted him, but that time where they were like, Bush isn't going to be streamed, and you guys just kind of shrugged and went like, oh, that sucks. I was on the verge of like losing my shit. And I understand like Mook and Sas, not very confrontational people. I know you don't like to cause a stir. Like, that's got to change, or like you need to find people who can. Like, it was so obvious a mistake on their end, and like the only thing you had to do was go up in arms and talk to someone and demand your team be streamed, and you're like, oh, like, tough luck. It was like, that was honestly, I was like, let's just blow this thing up. Like, I was furious at that thing. It was like, outside of it sucking for your fans who had stuck around to that point for like 8 hours to not even watch them play, it felt disrespectful to like Barstool and me personally, that I was like, here's $15,000, go stream. And then they're like, you can't stream. And you guys were like, oh, shucks, man, that sucks. Like, we just sent you down there to play video games and meet your heroes and smoke weed and eat McDonald's. And then when it came to do the things that we were paying you to do, you're like, you know what? They said we couldn't. And, guys, that's tough. So like, if Jerry didn't do it, I think the Bush might have just died there, because I was so angry in that moment. It was like, I just want to shut this whole thing down. You never get another doll from Barstool. I lose my shit privately and publicly, and then just get written off as a brand internally was probably what was going to happen with that. Same shit when you guys were like, want to leave the pit and go stream. Like, that was the entire reason that you were down there. Like, I get this. You want to do fun shit for a job. Like, this is a dream job. All of us want to do fun shit for a job. But when you consider abandoning the stream, the entire reason that you were there, just to go have fun in the pit, really, I was like incredulous. Like, this is still a job. There are still bottom lines and budgets and salaries and people's livelihoods. Like, even if you don't want to do it, like, you got to do it. Like, that was the most, like, 99% every fan being like, what do you mean you're going to leave this to go put Nikki numbers in front of a screen so you guys can go yell in the pit with Jersey Jerry?
Yeah, that was on me. I just felt a little. I didn't want to have.
One of you was fine. One of you was fine, Jerry. The clips of you there was fine, but being like, all of us go abandon the stream, that was like,
hey, obviously there was a lot of attention on me, and I just felt like, I'm not the only one doing shit with the Bush. I wanted Sas and Mook there with me for the final, and listen, that was on me. Hand up. I shouldn't have said that. That was wrong.
Listen,
you're right.
Like I said, it's
I wasn't thinking about the viewer. I wasn't thinking about the viewer on the stream.
I also think for the other majors going forward, that won't be like that. I think that was more why I was confusing, because in the other majors we will be in the pit.
Yeah, I think it's obviously. If you can do both, I think it's the best of both worlds. Obviously.
Yeah.
But
I got to raise my hand about this. It's been eating at me since
Raise
you
your
said
hand.
it. The anus Mook can't sleep thing is bothering the fuck out of me
I thought you
because
were waiting until after camera.
no, I'm getting into it now because I'm fucking. This is something that like I get shit on for, and it's like bullshit. The whole point of Barstool is to build successful brands that make money. Correct, right? Moo Can't Sleep made $0 in 2025. It might have made some money in super chats. It did one ad deal. Fuck that show. I love that show, but I realized that it made no money, so I've been paying less attention to it. Anus is a show that is going to make money with or without me. I saw the potential in Bush. I saw working with Sass and Jerry and facilitating. I'm a facilitator on this show. I do a lot of backbone work. I do a lot of emails. I do a lot of setting up logistics, and I can be a bigger adult in the room if that's what is needed. But I saw the potential in this and said, look, I have a chance to go make money for the company and maybe make money for myself in the future. This is what I'm invested in. So that's the reason I did that. And I need to say that publicly because like I'm tired of that being like a narrative. Like Anus is Nick and Kyle. Moo Can't Sleep made no money. I am now in a situation where we can make a fuck ton of money for this company if we sell it right and the vision works. And that's what I did. I followed my gut here, and now we're here.
But what I'm saying is, like, if that time is going to be there, it can't just be the value add of like this, like the backbone and background stuff is much more important than being another one of the streaming things and doing like you're very good at the downtime and keeping streams going and all that sort of stuff, but like the important work of things like is not just going down to Major One and hanging out with the boys and all that stuff. It's all the stuff behind the scenes
I know
that is actually going to make this thing work.
And I posted.
Yeah, I mean, I think me and
Twitter,
Jerry
the
will
shorts,
both say.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, we
I think me
are
and Jerry
we,
can both say it is like Mook does all of that.
all right,
shit.
well then we'll get into the
Like,
numbers
I don't
that
touch a clip. I don't know how to do any of that.
All right.
I just know how to be in front of a camera. I don't know how to do any of that. And quite frankly, like I don't think I'm the guy for that. And I'm being honest.
Jerry, I was most happy with you from the week out of the three people because from like a moment and viral perspective, that's what you're here for. Like Sass said the same idea. Like this, I was envisioning the gambling stream sort of like no dishes, nothing hanging from the bathroom in this thing in an arena full of fat people. Like this is what I expected from you. And like I don't expect anything else from you. You can't edit, you can't do clips, you can't plan, you can't make a budget, you can barely function as an adult. So like and you did advocate for the guys when they wouldn't advocate it. So like I'm not you are performing what I basically expect out of you. Dave says all the time, you can't make a guy who throws 86 throw 100. Like you're doing everything maxed out to what I think Jersey Jerry is capable of doing. Numbers that I was not happy with. So we'll get into this as part of what I did not like from this.
Nikki numbers?
No. Actual numbers.
Oh, I thought that's what I thought you actually meant. I'm not happy with Nikki numbers.
No. He's thankfully not an employee of Barstool and therefore not our responsibility. I was pretty quick that like, if anything happened, that's Jersey Jerry's friend. I don't know. We have no clue who that guy is. He has no association with him.
If you want to see Jerry be the adult of the room, invite numbers. Jerry snaps into dad mode quick.
Don't let numbers get loose.
This is going to be more like the social thing. Twitter was obviously the biggest platform, and obviously, I said it before, it's the worst one for growth. I don't think you guys did enough even on Twitter alone, but we're going to get into the other ones first. So as bad as these numbers are going to say that I'm sounding, they're actually, I think, should be worse because the Twitter numbers should be higher, and these are a percentage of these are basically a percentage of how many posts from Twitter made it to the other platforms. All right. So day one, a total of 20% of the Twitter posts made it onto literally any of the four platforms. Not all the other four platforms, any of the other four platforms. Not a single YouTube short or TikTok. Day two, 46% of them made it to another platform. Day three, 45%. Day four, 37%. Day five, 33%. Day six, the biggest day by far, longest day, 25%. Day 7, Sunday, Cup final, biggest numbers by far stream-wise, most intrigue, most interest, most chance for a casual person to tune in. Anyone want to guess the number of posts that made it to another platform was?
0.
I don't even know what that means.
0 because we lost.
I don't know what that means, Austin, honestly.
So you guys posted, clips and stuff on Twitter. How many of those made it to any of the other platforms?
Oh, okay. Got it.
Is this just videos or is this like tweets included?
This is videos.
Okay.
2.3%.
Yeah.
Not a single post made it to YouTube or TikTok. Exactly 2 posts made it to Instagram. That's it. Total of 29% for the whole week. So the videos that went on Twitter, 29% of them made it to literally any of the other platform. And that's not who's doing the clipping there? Johnny, those people, they're
No.
doing all the work and putting it. Whoever's putting it on Twitter, it takes 5 seconds to then take it from Twitter and put it at the other platforms.
I was doing that all weekend. I mean, I know it's half.
I mean, I have the number. These are the numbers that. Yeah,
No,
that putting
I know.
30% of that is not there. That's not. It takes 15 seconds to do each one of them. There's tens of hours of streams of downtime. Like it's not. That's not that hard of a thing to do. That's the thing that I'm talking about of like consistently putting it to all the platforms and the platforms that are actually a better chance for growth of external things. I mean, 2.3% on the biggest day is crazy. Two total posts on any of the 4 platforms.
So,
Yeah,
so a solution to this, Austin, would be whatever video we're going to put out, we should put it out on every single platform.
No, you can target specific what
Okay.
things go on different platforms. I just think there's got to be a better plan for those sort of things. Like there's got to be
The process was Gianni films a phone clip in the pit. He sends it to Mikey and me. Mikey puts it on Twitter. I put it on Instagram, TikTok, and Shorts while I'm on the watch party, while I'm also helping produce the watch party. So I get that's me. I'll take blame on that. But I tried to clip my fucking ass off, and I posted a lot. But I
don't think it was nearly enough.
That's fair.
Even Twitter, I don't think was nearly enough. I think there was so much more shit on Twitter. Like the amount of actual posts. I mean, I can pull it up. Like on Sunday on Twitter, what was it? Yeah, like even like there's a million things that you can put on these things. Like if we're talking like actual well-produced social clips, you know, a day you probably could do like 30 or something. It'd take a little bit, but it's like we're talking like simple, like the things that the fans are clipping out, like Twitch stream ones. That you could, there's no limit to the amount of ones that you could put on those. Obviously, then it comes a balance of like you don't want to spam things, but a lot of like the platforms like TikTok and Reels aren't, you know, pushing them to followers. They're pushing them to random people. So numbers really is a better strategy point from there.
I don't know. I agree with you. I could have put more up on Instagram and TikTok. It's just heat of the moment. You're holding down a live stream, and there's only so much you can do. But that we'll figure that out going forward.
All right. So then, I mean, but there have been other things that I feel like either I've said them or doing, they weren't like. I feel like last meeting I was like more clips, these sort of things all over. Didn't really see a change. Like make it easier to discover what's going on, clearly out a plan and schedule, make graphics. Haven't really seen that. I said let's make it consistent, sellable like a pod. Days change a little bit, been a little bit better, but there's still no audio version. Like why is there not an audio version of this thing? Like that's part of the package that we sell every single time. I've seen comments asking for it, so it's like how am I seeing it and you not? Like why am I the one to be like, hey, let's, you know, record these things locally and make them look a little better. So like the clips are higher quality. Like, do you know that social platforms?
We have sound on YouTube. What are you talking about?
What do you mean sound on YouTube?
No, he means like audio release only.
Like a pod version of it. From a clips thing, like higher quality clips, like TikTok specifically throttles clips that are lower quality things. Like the idea of just like putting in a little more effort on those sort of things. Like, do you guys make a clip folder every week and send it out to the social clip email so that Viva and main accounts can promote these things and put the full episode and know what's coming out?
No, I just
like,
text
why am I the
Cody.
one? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why am I the one being like, let's make a pitch deck? Like, let's do this. Like, no one knows your team better than you. Like, I just want to make sure that you guys are putting effort into the things that actually matter to making Bush a successful brand in Barstool's eyes, from a money perspective and a views perspective. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to me, like caring's not enough. Like wanting something to succeed really bad is not enough. Like you have to be killing yourself to make it work. Like I don't accept failure as like it's other people's faults. It's sales. It's this. Like I don't, like I said, I don't want to hear whataboutism. I don't want to hear like this person or this show or this thing doesn't have to do that. Like I don't care what people other than this do here, or why they're able to get away with it, or why they don't work hard, or why, you know, they do this. Why shouldn't I? Like you have something here. Like you have something here that is potentially very special. And like I said, like I said the Jerry thing, like some of these brands can only throw 85 and we can't expect them to throw more. But it's like, and you can't be mad at that. But it's like what you can be do is piss at the guy who throws 100 and doesn't have a control or love for the game and like coach them harder than anyone else on the roster because you see what the potential is. And it's a waste to the player, the organization, and to the sport as a whole if you do not try to drag them kicking and screaming to what that full potential actually is. That is what this is. This is not, I am targeting Mook, Jerry, and Sass because I don't like Mook, Jerry, and Sass, and other brands get to get away with it or other people or whatever. This is, you guys very clearly have something here. There is something very clearly that works here. And if it does not reach that thing because of people let it slide or they're too nice to you or whatever, it's a shame for you guys. It's a shame for Bush. It's a shame for the fans. And it's a shame for Barstool.
I got to be better. Hand up. Hand up. All right. I respect it.
Sass, Mook, I think we could all agree on, sometime this week we can hop on a Discord, all three of us, and kind of get more organized. And we'll figure out how each of us could help in that.
Yeah.
I have some action steps that I think are going to help. We're going to address the team in the room now. Why Marina and Sam are on this call. Marina is my left-hand woman here at Barstool. She is one of the most prolific live clippers we have. She knows what's good, can clip it, caption it, post it, still not miss what's going on live. And now that I'm busy and mostly retired from clipping, Sam is one of probably the best edited clipping people that we have in terms of taking raw assets, clipping it out, anything important, lead clips, teases, funny edits, comprehensively clipping out an entire episode. Sam is probably my 1-1 at this point at Barstool. It's a hard thing to do. Sam, you could probably attest to this. I probably bullied him for 3.5 years before he got to a point in which I'm like 80% satisfied with what he does. This coming week, we have a pretty light week. We don't have Wake Up Barstool. Some of the stuff's moving around post Super Bowl. Sam and Marina are working for the Bush this week. We still have to do our regular stuff. They're not going to be full-time Bush. But we are going to set because some of it might just be you didn't know that you're supposed to be doing this, or you didn't know this was good, or whatever. I'm going to hook them up with Gianni and Mikey and all that so that they can understand the Call of Duty things of it. But a lot of what I think goes on in a week of this, it doesn't really matter about the Call of Duty thing. They are going to help, when Jerry goes live, clip that stuff out, making there. Sam's going to make a recap of Jerry's stream after every single one to post as a YouTube video the next day. We're going to do a week long of here's what we expect from you guys going forward. Here's what Bush can do in a week. Here's, tips and tricks and things like that. And let's see if we can't continue this thing so that, the answer for Birmingham budget isn't no anymore, which right now it is.
All right.
But right now, we're only got it. Okay. So everything, real quick, Austin, I just want to say this. As far as Twitch money goes, I've used all my Twitch money and then more to buy players, a team, food and whatnot, and whatever else they needed on a day-to-day basis. Also, the reason I've been going live so much is because I was very worried that Major 2, we would not get a budget for one case or the other, whether it's not getting a sponsor or whatnot. So I've been really pushing the live to try to get that Twitch money up just in case to pay for the players' flight. So what you're saying as of right now, Major 2 budget is a no. Okay, I could respect that. We're going to have to get our players there. So that's going to have to come specifically as of right now from me, Sass, and Mook to provide our players flights and Airbnb. Correct.
You guys would have to do I'm not sure exactly what, but it would have to be pretty bad over the next months for me not to allow you guys to use the Twitch money for whatever you want. It would have to be I don't even know specifically what it would have to be from an effort perspective and all that to be all right, at this point, because Twitch money, yeah, obviously, Jerry, it's your personal Twitch, but if the only thing that you're doing for Barstool in a week is Twitch and we're paying you a salary and you want to keep the Twitch money and the salary, it's
what
are we paying you for?
No, 100%. But Sass and Mook could attest, whatever I made on Twitch went right back into
correct,
the team,
which I'm saying you'd have to do something terrible in terms of effort and production and all that stuff over the next whatever Major 2 is to not be able to use the Twitch money.
And we just started paying our players, which I have sent out their payments for February 15th already. So we included paying the players, and I have no problem with that coming out of the Twitch money You know, so I'm okay with that for right now. I just wanted
Jerry,
to put
why
that
don't
out
you
there.
why don't you tell him how you buried me to make sure you can make that happen?
You could tell it. You could tell it.
We
That's a
were
funny one.
we were sitting in the green room talking business, and JJ just texted me, even though we were sitting next to each other. He goes, "Just a heads up, I'm about to bury you." And he gets on the phone with his lady. And what'd you say, Jer?
I said, listen, I got to stream a lot. I got to, nights upstairs and watching shows. It's in the near future. It's a no because, I mean, let's face the facts. I mean, he's living in a kitchen pretty much. You know, I gotta handle the dirty work a little bit, and
There's
provide.
no
Jerry
listen,
Jerry told
I
his
got no
lady
problem.
Mook's so poor that he has to unfortunately stop being a husband and a father.
Yes, that. And then she goes, I know you've told me about him. I feel so bad.
Play the sympathy card where you get it.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I understand everything you said. I think we can really fucking take some good out of this meeting. I really do.
Like I said, this is not, like I said, this is not for the purpose of me wanting to gang up on the three of you or doing this stuff. It's you guys got something here, right? Like I would not be volunteering my own team. I would not be volunteering my own time and like doing this shit if I didn't think that there was bottom line value to Barstool at the end of the day. I think there is. This is, and also I've, for better or for worse, accidentally become associated with this thing, despite the fact I do almost no day-to-day work on this. I don't like things that I'm involved with seen as like a failure or not reaching the things that they're supposed to do, which is why personally things piss me off because it's like, oh, they're like, well, that's Austin's fault there. It's like, well, I didn't do any of that. It's like, I don't want to be giving advice and doing all this stuff if it's not going to get taken and it's not going to actually do anything.
What did you think of Behind the Bush?
That was good. And the people liked it too. I think obviously people have seen a lot of the stuff there, but it did what it had to do, which is give enough. I think it could probably do a little bit better for people who have no clue what Call of Duty is or outside there, because obviously you want to be able to appeal there, but it's a fine balance of like you don't want to beat the regular fans over the head with the same sort of shit over and over again.
Yeah.
But you also do want to appeal probably more to outside people.
And then my follow up is, did your team bring the $1 million check to this meeting for the CDL or no?
We did not. I guess we could talk about that. I didn't even ask Dave. I mean, Dave was next to me when even if they gave us a spot for free, it is more advantageous for us to be in challengers than the league right now.
Yeah,
There's going to be eventually
Agreed.
an inflection point where the size of Bush and when sponsorships come in and all that sort of stuff, where it probably would be if they were going to pay us for a spot or give us a spot for free or whatever, where it's like, okay, there. But with the frequency of where challengers play, the storylines of what we have with it now, the ability not to have to pay our players, even if you're doing that a little bit on the side, like all that stuff, it is. Take the money aspect out of it, just from a content perspective, more valuable to be in challengers right now.
Definitely.
But there probably will eventually be a point if Bush gets big enough where that's a conversation to be had. But honestly, I think Bush is going to be so big, and I said it in the doc, it's eventually they're going to pay us anyway. So I see that coming. Now they're kind of morons over there at the CDL, and Activision's such a big company. Who knows if they actually give a shit? And everything that I understand about Daniel Say is that he seems to be a smart guy, but he maybe actually has no real actual power. So even if he wants us to be there and he likes it and all this shit, he has no. He's enabled by what like Microsoft and Activision are going to allow him to do, which to them seems like they don't give a shit about the league entirely, let alone one individual team or expansions or whatever. The CDL to me just
Microsoft.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Don't care about anything other than Microsoft.
Microsoft lost like 20% over the last week. It's like $10 billion, more than that, like hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap. I don't think they're super worried about the intricacies of the CDL. But honestly, everything that I've seen, especially in the last few weeks, is like this entire league is going to die unless they make some drastic changes. With the fucking Cloud9 shit and all this other stuff of like how pathetic these bottom-tier teams are and like no competition and like it's not good. No one seems to be interested in watching it. It's like it seems as if the worst it's ever been, and the people up top seem to not care at all. That's not a league I want to get into. Challengers at least is a shit show, but it's like for the most part it's a self-run shit show.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we have a lot more power over the stuff that's going to happen. So
Sweet.
I think I'm going to cancel my flight to Turkey tomorrow.
Sam's gonna edit this. Sam will do the pod too, so he'll do that, spruce it up a little bit, put the intro in. So he'll do the pod. He'll do the clips for the pod. Get it out to the social people for all that stuff there, teasers, all that sort of shit. So this will start whatever Sunday night. You'll have the Team Austin on the Bush for a week.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So
Would you like us to text them our Twitch schedule for the next week?
yeah, I think you should say it in this meeting here. Sam will make a graphic of like everything that's going to come out for the week. We'll put it out Sunday when the owners meeting is, when approximately we think streams are going to come out, YouTube videos, et cetera, so people have an idea what's coming out there. We'll kind of just give a template, really. Just that's what I want to be able to do. Is like it's hard to be like, here's what you should do and do all this shit and do all that, and like then be like, I didn't like that or I didn't like this. We'll just do a week of here's what you can do, here's the thing, and obviously, you know, resources is one thing of like it's harder to do things without them, but like here's what we're striving to be for a week after week, and it's obviously gonna be a little bit different because we don't have a Challengers Cup or anything for this week. So here's what a downtime week could look like. Obviously, you ramp it up with more important stuff, but at least we get a little bit of an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Marina. I appreciate the time this week, and Austin, thanks for.
They don't really have a choice, but
the
yeah,
meeting. Thank you for the meeting.
Jesus Christ.
they don't. I mean, they don't. They do what I tell them to do. I told them you guys are probably
Holy
going to work
fuck.
for the Bush this week, and it's their job. It's their job is to do what I tell them to do. So this is what
Yeah.
their job this week is. We have a pretty light week, and they still have to do all their regular shit, obviously. But this is just we have a little bit of free time this week, so it'll be Bush time.
Appreciate
Okay. Thank you,
the
guys.
the effort you put into this, Austin.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, I'm
Appreciate
just a
it.
believer in the Bush. Back the Bush. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
This is, need a little bit of tough love. Need a little bit of someone. Listen, it's been at this going on 3 weeks of glazing for the Bush. It's everyone's talking up the Bush. Everyone's
It was. Yeah.
this thing. We just needed a little bit of like, let's just reset the expectations of the stuff that's important, and let's get to the things that are gonna make this brand and company money.
Agreed.
And let's get you to Birmingham.
Kids are going to be
Facts.
without kids are going to be without a father the next week.
I'm
Got to break that news to wifey right now. She's gonna like that.
just blame it on me again, Jared. Go ahead.
All right, love you, boys. Appreciate it.
All right,
work.
boys.
I'm staying
Thank
with
you.
David.
See ya.
Peace.